So I wanted to quickly talk about a concept I found and wanted to unpack it the way it has come to me. And it is really talking about private judiciary, um, the concept of having a judicial system that is out of government control in some way, right? So, how do I pick this? You can look at different types of laws depending on what you subscribe to, the canon law, mosaic law, sharia, or any other customary law, English law, because it's cultural. There is a people who subscribe whether by fiat or by order of the king or I don't want to say cult or the doctrine. People agree to be under that law and they can unsubscribe, and that's really the difference. Under government, you're obliged, you don't have a choice, you don't have an option. But under private law, you get to assign yourself as part of this community or this sub-country or region or culture, and at any point in time you can remove yourself from it and join another community if that's a safer, more civilized society. So private judiciary really, from what I found, works based on reputation. It's just like rating an app. If a litigant, someone who has a case, my dog was stolen, my goats were taken, somebody attacked my shop, I can choose which of the judicial systems or private courts or agencies, or they call them arbitrators, to take my case to. And if after all is said and done, there are ways to settle, the person can be sent to prison depending on what the doctrine is. It can be retribution or restitution, that's the word, not retribution. It can be, you know, settle amicably, pay him back over some time. If I'm comfortable, then there's a way I can rate them. And a lot of people in the community can see that, look, this private judicial agency has much more reputation than others. And, in my head, I just thought some prominent chambers in Nigeria could have, you know, legal arms that are actual judicial agencies. Akiano Yebode, Afebawala Chambers, it might just be Afebawala Arbitrary Agency, and that's just an example. I'm not saying they have it. And if over time a lot of people agree that affair chambers or affair arbitrators have executed most of their cases well, then litigants would take their issues down there. It's like community settling. There was a time there's this radio TV show they call it Bani Alaja on TV, and it's like a family settlement. So in the same way, it could have existed in the past where you have an Olori Ebi, like a Baale, that you take your case to and he settles it more like an advanced way. But of course, this will be a lot sophisticated. Other things in the society have to be in that kind of fashion, private prisons, private security, where people can select what kind of service they want, just like you get to choose other things. And the difference between that and what currently obtains in most countries, in every country in fact, is that it's a monopoly. Judiciary is a monopoly in most countries where your case is assigned by the Central Judicial Council, the Supreme Judicial Council, all right? The Chief Justice and all the other justices of the Supreme Court get to decide in some system how cases are allocated. So if it's a political case, this person has experience in that area, he is the one. So you don't have a choice. The state dictates who settles your case. And as we have seen, delays, a lot of people are awaiting trial for years. Sometimes we have even heard of all kinds of mismanagements or miscarriages of justices or of justice, that nothing happens after all. And the difference is that under government, you don't get to choose, you don't get to decide how your case is handled, and you can't even give a review afterwards because it's a government monopoly. I guess that's all.